very sick right now. And my voice hurts when I talk very loudly. So, you might be wondering, why are you even recording? Well, I'm so many fucking weeks late. And everyone tells me my videos are already so ASMR inducing. So, I've just decided I'm gonna embrace it. We're playing Matt. Alright, oh my god. I am really sick though, so it's gonna be hard. Why am I holding my mic like this? Because I wanted it to be louder. My videos are quiet too. I have to figure out how to fix that. I'm just gonna hold my mic like this. Maybe it'll make my video louder. I am very sick though. I have a cough drop in my mouth, so hopefully that doesn't ruin everything. And I'll have to drink water. It's a big issue. I gotta make this quick so I don't talk for a while. But I'm playing Matt again. I just played him in LTC, which should have just been uploaded a couple days ago. But now we're playing him in the Wi-Fi. I just want to say beforehand that my record is 4-0 against Matt. So I'm at a point where it's like, if I lose to him once, it's over. So I gotta keep it up. And if I can beat him 6 times in a row, I'll own his soul twice over. Y'all don't know the process of soul owning. It's a huge thing, right? If you beat someone 3 times in a row, then you own their soul. 6 times in a row, you own their soul twice over. But if they beat you 1 time, the cycle resets entirely. So, yeah. Gotta continue that soul ownership of Matt. Wow. I should not be doing this like my voice, but you know what? We're in it. Okay. Choice banded adamant Kartana, because fucking hell yeah. He doesn't have any good switches besides shit. I probably show the matchup. What is he? He has like Klefki and Embor. His best switch-in's like Embor, but you know, fucking gets broken the fuck down by a adamant banded leaf blade. So Kartana is just there to put in work. Specs Heatran does the same thing. Shukaberry Nidoqueen is there to sort of like trade 1v1 with Zygarde. And then got this ugly defensive Mew, but it's really nice just to Willow things and Psychic things. Can't really touch Scrafty, but it can Will-O-Wisp Scrafty, which is really nice. Just hopefully it doesn't have Shed Skin. Then we got Aerodactyl, Pursuits Trap the Gengar. Gengar is such a threat. And then regular Stally Suicune. Gotta love Suicune, so big fan of Suicune. Wow, okay. I'm trying to think how I'm gonna do this with this voice. Okay, alright. One mon that I'm scared of him bringing a little bit is Mega Pidgeot, but Matt's really bad at Pokemon, so he probably won't bring it, even though it is a great matchup. But regardless, no, Matt's good. I'm just I don't know. I don't like his team. His team in this league's kind of whack. So I wasn't feeling too bad for this matchup, but I'm just gonna get into the game. Not gonna waste any more time. I'm gonna try and drink some more water too. Okay. See you then. Okay. So as we predicted, there's no Mega Pidgeot. I don't know why I keep looking this way. I'm just looking this way. I'm feeling pretty odd today. It's a pretty weird feeling. So we'll see. But yep. Nothing super scary. Embor came because it's sort of his only Kartana switch. Scrafty kind of shocked me, but not really. Gengar is scary. The one thing that didn't come that I was kind of like shocked by was Mega Pidgeot, but like I said, Matt's bad. You wouldn't think about bringing it. So, gonna fight Matt. I'm gonna lead off with Mew because I sort of just realized like no matter what he leads, he doesn't really want to get Willowed, but he actually leads Gengar, which is like worst case scenario for me. But I'm like, okay, maybe he fears I'm like Scarf, fears I can take one and KO with a Shadow Ball, with a Psychic. I feel like he wants to switch here because even if I take like 80, he'll just lose his Gengar, and I don't think he wants that. So I'm gonna go for Psychic, and it's going to do a little bit to this Klefki. I don't really know what kind of set it is. I didn't really calculate. I just figured, like, he'll probably get up his spikes, which is fine. This thing does get defog. I think I just go for Will-O-Wisp here because, like, I want to like cancel this thing's leftovers out to make it a little bit less of a threat. Which was nice. Probably not necessary. I probably could have just gone hard Nido Queen here, just for the sake of it. Hopefully this is, you know, as relaxing and ASMR inducing as people tell me my vids are, but maybe they're not. Maybe I'm just selectively choosing from a few people, but I've never actually seen an ASMR video. This is probably my worst content to date. Because my mind doesn't work. I can't really commentate. Yeah, I knew he'd have Magnarize. I swear to God. Okay, so I knew he'd have Magnarize here, right? Right? But I still go for Earth Power. But that's why I put Flamethrower on this set. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I should have just gone for Flamethrower. But I was like, maybe I shouldn't reveal it. Maybe I should just go for Earth Power. But I could have just Flamethrowered on the Magnarize, and he would have gotten one less layer of spikes up. I'm just a bad player. That's it. I just get lucky. So it's a good time. It's a really good time. So he is going to take the Flamethrower. I bet Matt was like, oh man, I got Aquarius. I did it. I Magnarized, and I bust out the Flamethrower, and he's like, fuck, piece of shit. It's terrible. But I go for Flamethrower again. He gets, like, I think he got 3 layers of spike up. I wasn't counting. I think he did, though. Thankfully, this is the one time in my life I brought defog, so it's not the end of the world. But I killed Klefki, so I get first blood, which is always fun. And then he goes Azu, and I'm like, all right. This thing might outspeed me, so let's switch out and go into Mew. And the reason I go into Mew is because I was like, okay, if he belly drums, then I can just Willow. He liquidations, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm a Fizz-Def Mew, and it did so much. So I calc, and I'm like, okay, this thing's banded. It's 100% banded. Which means I can defog, which is great. Because if it's banded and it's locked in liquidation, can't Aqua Jet. So I can defog here. It's a good time. So that's what I do. Get rid of the 3-layer spikes, and Klefki's gone. So it doesn't matter. We're good. It's fine. Everything's good. It's a great time. It's a fantastic time. I love it. I love it. Does anyone ever fill up, like, plastic bottles that had other stuff in it with water? It feels very strange, but I feel very environmentally conscious doing it because I'm like reusing and recycling, but also I'm still buying all these plastic bottles, so I'm very conflicted. Anyway, I'm going to Aerodactyl and check this play out, right? He withdraws, I Mega, and I Pursue Trap him. It works exactly as I planned. And then Matt just like garbagely messaged me. He's like, I knew you had Pursuit, but I still switched out anyway. But, I mean, it makes sense because he wouldn't be able to kill me anyway. But, such a good play. Such a good play by me. Look at that. Kill the Gengar, which is great. Which means, I don't really know what it means. It just means one less threat out of the way. Goes into Scrafty, right? I thought this thing would be set up. I didn't really expect, like, a bulky set. Because, like, you know, it can get sort of walled by a lot else. But Mega Aerodactyl still had speeds +1 no matter what. So I was like, let's just Aerial Ace. Because it should 2-shot an offensive spread. But this shows me it's defensive. So I'm like, okay, it's like physically defensive. That's kind of whack. So I switch out. Because I'm like, yeah. And I go back into Nidoqueen. He goes for Drain Punch. And I'm like, all right, this is cool. Did basically nothing. And I wish I had like Stealth Rocks or Toxic Spikes here. But then if I had those, I wouldn't have had Flamethrower. So Klefki would have been kind of whack. So, yeah. Anyway, I go for Sludge Wave here, and I'm like, shit, that didn't do much damage either. So, I'm like, this is weird, because I, like, calced physical defense, but then it also was, like, specially defensive. And I was like, oh, this is, like, AV. So that's kind of nice. It means no setup. And then he goes into this thing, and I'm like, ah, motherfucking bitch. I should have fucking, Ice Beamed. But I just Sludge Wave like a fucking noob. So I'm just bad at the game, y'all. I'm terrible. I just finished my Cough Drop. I feel like Cough Drops don't help, but maybe they do. They're sort of just like candy. Okay. He goes for 1,000 arrows. And I'm like, how much damage does this do? Oh, that did some damage. But it's not banded, which is cool. And I just Ice Beam here because I don't want him setting up or anything. I was a little scared of a Z move, but guess he didn't use it. He goes into Azu, and I'm like, all right. Yeah, this is a weird part in the game because Azu's kind of a threat right now. I don't really have switch-ins to it. And I'm a big dumb idiot and didn't make my Nido Queen outspeed it. So it's like shit. This is kind of a big issue, big deal. So I go for Protect here because Suicune's nasty. Suicune just sits here in this game. I swear to God, it's so gross and bulky and stally. It's like, what have I become? I was such an offensive player like a year ago, and now I'm just drafting Suicune. GUU, I drafted Steela plus Clefable. What the fuck is wrong with me? I make a huge misplay right here. I'm like, okay, he's going to switch out because he fears the Scald Burn, or he fears me going into like Nido Queen or some shit on the play rough, which was just a dumb play, but fucking Suicune takes a banded play rough anyway. It doesn't matter. And then I switch out. I should have probably just protected, honestly, because it's got an extra health and shit. But he just goes for play rough on the Nido Queen, and I like completely forget that I don't outspeed this thing. So I'm like, okay, now we Sludge Wave it. And then he just hits me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I don't outspeed. Like, I was so dumb during this point in the game. I was like, I'll just stay in with Suicune, and I'll just go into Nido Queen. Like, I made such bad plays. But anyway, I can get a free Kartana, which is nice. And I know he's huge power, not Sap Sipper. I was kind of afraid of Sap Sipper, because Sap Sipper Azu kind of walls Kartana. But he goes into Ember here and learns that I am Adamant Band, which does two-shot it. I like looked at the damage, right? And I'm still trying to figure this out here. I definitely two-shotted it at this point. But I switched out because I was like fearful of like a super low roll, and I figured that Suicune was free. So like, I don't know, maybe switching was a bad play, but no, he misses anyway. It doesn't matter. But I probably could have just killed it, but I didn't really. Maybe I missed the leftovers. I'm honestly not sure, but I probably could have killed it. But I'm just, like I said, bad at the game. So water's really good, y'all. They should bring it back. Anyway, I Scald, and I get a burn because I'm lucky. Although Scrafty wasn't doing jack shit to me, in all fairness. Did I have sub protect? No, I didn't have sub. I only had protect. Okay. Yeah. Because I was going to say, like, I might have been able to get a sub up anyway, but I don't have sub anyway, so it doesn't matter. If I had sub here, geez, whew, beautiful. But I had a Toxic instead. I don't think I had used Toxic yet, though, so this is what it is. I just Scald again, hoping for the kill, which I don't get because I'm bad. And then he knocks off my leftovers, and I'm like, oop, that's kind of sad. Because it means that Zygarde might kill me now with, Z move or Outrage or something. But he just goes into Azu, which is okay, because now that I know this thing's choice banded, I can just protect. Honestly, like, Suicune's not just good for, like, being a wall. It's also just good to, like, scout opponent's sets. Like, it's just a good mon to sit there and gather information, like, early to mid-game to put you in a really good position in the late game, just via knowledge. Anyway, what do I do? I forget. I go for Scald. Okay, cool. So, I don't know why I went for Scald. I think he just, like, switched out, predicting me to switch out. I don't know. I probably shouldn't. Well, I didn't have any switch in, so I was like, I'll just stay in with Suicune. But he goes for Outrage. I'm like, okay, this will kill me with Suicune. Like a fucking god. Lives on 2 HP, which is lit. Kill with an Ice Beam. So Suicune's disgusting, man. Suicune's like, this is what I drafted it for. I was like, okay. I was really humorous too, because when I drafted Suicune, Matt was like, barf emoji. So it's good that I got to just slap him with it this game. But I protect, see what he locks himself into. He liquidations. Wow. Okay. Yeah, maybe this wasn't the right choice to do it now, because my voice is now feeling worse than it did 20 minutes ago. Do I go back to whispering? Hello. Okay. He liquidations as I go into Kartana. It doesn't kill me. Kartana just cleans the rest of the game anyway. Man, this is weird. Anyway, I go for Leaf Blade, and then that gives me +1, and then I kill the Embor again. So because I'm +1, like I know it'll kill the Embor because I'm +1, and it did like 60% at neutral, and it's at like 60% now. So if I'm +1, then it should kill, which it does. And we beat Dr. Slaking 4-0. In week 3, we're in a really good spot. We're in top of the division, top of the league. We're 3-0 plus 3-0 plus 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 5 is 13. We're 3-0 plus 13. And next week, we play Mr. Shakewaza, and he's also 3-0. So yeah, it's a good time. So GG to Dr. Slaking. What an amazing human being. Love him. Love that man. And I'm feeling really sick. So I will see you all later.